Today I've done a tutorial on this look that I've got on my face right now. I've got somewhere to go tonight. I've got an event in Sydney that I need to do. So I just thought I'd film a tutorial on me getting ready basically. So I just do my regular routine that I would normally do when I'm going somewhere. Filmed it and then I'm just going to do a voiceover rather than talk through like I normally do in my videos. I'm really interested to see whether you guys would prefer this or whether you like me kind of talking throughout a video, or whether you like a bit of both just to mix it up just so it's not all the same. I really hope you guys can give me some feedback on that, because I really want to make my videos really enjoyable and make you want to watch rather than getting sick of what I'm doing. So this is a bit different than what I normally do, but I think I quite like doing it this way, add something different rather than just that repetitive kind of me doing my makeup and talking stuff that I normally do. This is my favourite look that I love to do. I do it pretty much every day. Pretty much just every day. But that's all you pretty much need to know for now. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you enjoy watching these and you want me to keep making more videos. Thank you to all my subscribers that I already have. I love you all and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Enjoy! I'm starting with a completely clean face with not one trace of makeup on it, then taking Fix Plus by MAC and I just spritz that all over the face and just give it a second to set. Then you're going to take Prolongwear Concealer by MAC. I use NC30 and I'm just going to put that all over the eyelid just as a base for something for the eyeshadow to kind of grip to and make the pigment kind of stand out that little bit more. Then you're going to take tape. I'm using double-sided tape. You can use any tape you want. I don't know why I've decided to use this, but I just do. And then I put it on the back of my hand approximately 3 times, and you're just getting a lot of the stickiness out of it, so when you take it off it doesn't hurt. Then you're going to angle it following the bottom of the eyes and spend your time to make sure you really get it perfect. Take Trench Coat by Napoleon Perdis, and you're just taking that on a nice big fluffy brush and taking it through the socket just as a first socket colour. This isn't a necessary step. I just like to kind of have that gradual blend of colours, and then I find putting this first, it makes the rest of the colours kind of flow better. Next, take Tawny Temptress by Napoleon Perdis, which is that burnt orange colour I use quite often. Then I take it on the big fluffy brush, so it's the Morphe brush M200, and then I take that in the socket again. I'm really taking it to the corners of the eyes as well, like the outer corner, because you do have that tape there. When you pull it off, it's nice to have that shadow go out that little bit more. And then you're just gonna take it in the socket back and forth and really kind of blend it so there's no harsh stops and starts of that colour. Next, you're taking Copper Topper by Napoleon Perdis, which is a really light kind of purpley toned grey looking colour. Then you're going to take another fluffy brush, a different one this time, so take a clean brush and you're taking that underneath where Tawny is. So it's still in the socket and it's still going towards the outer corner of the eye, but you are taking it to kind of darken that socket as well. And I just take it back and forth and then do little circle motions to blend it. After you do that, you then take Chocolate Ganache by Napoleon Perdis, which is that dark purpley tone I use, and then you're taking that flat Morphe brush that has that higher point, and you're going to press that into the outer corner of the eye. Take it quite far into the outer corner, like you're doing with the rest of the shadows, because that's going to look nice when you pull that tape off. But you're mainly just using a pressing motion to put that colour in and pack that colour in as much as you can. So it is that big kind of pop of darkness in the outer corner and making it really quite smoky. Then you're going to go back to the fluffy brush you used with Copper Topper, and you're just blending the top of Chocolate Ganache and Copper Topper together so they don't have any starts and stops either. So you're really going to make it all blend nicely together, and that way it's a nice blended smoky eye rather than a stop and start one. taking a matte black, which is Queen of the Night by Napoleon Perdis, on a really firm, smaller brush, and you're just patting that pretty much along the tape and then really close to the lash line. So it's just darkening that outer bit. And that's just going to intensify the outer corner that little bit more. You'll see soon. Taking Starlight, which is a loose dust by Napoleon Perdis, and a really fine, firm brush, and you're just patting that where that light colour on your eye still is. So still on the lid, taking probably half to 2/3 of the way, joining in with that dark colour you already have. Feel free to spray your brush with Fix Plus by MAC to make the colour a little bit more dramatic and bold if you want to. Take off the tape and then you'll see how clean your lines are. You can use a makeup wipe and clean up if your lines weren't perfect, if you didn't take enough time to get them perfect. But I'm just going to go around the face, make sure any fallout is cleaned up with a makeup wipe, so then when I do my base, it's all kind of a clean slate to start with again. Taking the Autopilot Pre-Foundation Skin Primer by Napoleon Perdis all over the face. I'm just using a flat foundation brush that's just pretty much distributing the product evenly and quick. Then I'm taking the best foundation in the world, Stroke of Genius by Napoleon Perdis. I'm mixing two colours. I'm mixing a look 2 and a look 3 because that kind of works out better colour-wise. Even though it does look quite yellow, as I do all my videos when I first do them, by the end of the video I don't look as yellow. It must just be my lighting isn't the greatest, but you win some, you lose some. Ignore the fact that I look like Bart Simpson right now, but it all works out in the end. I then take a firm brush by Morphe, which is one in the Gunmetal range, spray it with Fix Plus, and then just do little circular motions around the face and really buff the foundation so it doesn't have any streaky lines and it's not too heavy. It's more kind of blended into the skin as much as possible. Once you've completely buffed it into the skin and blended as much as possible, take Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer all under the eyes. It's fine to be a little bit lighter than your foundation colour because it's going to lift that eye area and kind of highlight it for you. Taking it on the forehead, down the nose, and then the cupid's bow. So they're all your highlighting points, and concealer does that for you too. So then you're just going to buff it in with another Morphe Gunmetal range brush. I will write the numbers in the comment bit below, but I'm just kind of blending that all in with the foundation as much as possible. But you can see how underneath the eye that concealer is already lifting up the face and creating a highlight for me without actually applying a highlight. Perfect. And then once that's done, you take the Camera Finish Powder Foundation, which is just the Napoleon Perdis powder, on a big fluffy brush just to kind of press it into the skin and really set that foundation. Next, you're taking your brow product. So I'm using Deep Dark Brunette by MAC with the spoolie brush and then a synthetic angled liner. I do have a brow tutorial in another video if you're wondering how I do my brows, because I don't go in depth in this video. So this is just me doing it quickly, but you're more than welcome to watch that if you're wondering how I do my brows. Then taking Tawny Temptress again with that fluffy brush and just doing underneath. So you're just going to put a little bit of that colour just to kind of make it match the top. And then you're going to take Chocolate Ganache by Napoleon on the same brush and then darken it underneath as well. Then you're going to take Matte Eye Ink by Napoleon as a liquid liner. Do your top liner and then wing it out as well is what I'm doing. You don't have to do a wing liner with this look because it does quite wing out with the eyeshadow already. But I think it just kind of adds to the look. Once you're happy with your eyeliner, take a black gel liner and put it in the waterline. So I'm using a Maybelline Eye Studio because my MAC black track has dried up. But any black liner will do, and then you will also press it underneath the lashes to kind of darken underneath as well, as if you put like black shadow there, just to kind of smoke out underneath. Take Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and fully coat both the top and the bottom lashes. Then you're going to give your mascara a second just to dry while you do your cheek products. So for cheeks, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer in Medium Deep with an angled fluffy brush. And you're taking that down your contour and then in the forehead as well. In my foundation tutorial video, the contouring kind of goes more in depth if you're wondering where to contour and how to contour as well, that I do have in another video. Contouring down the nose as well, just to make my nose appear that little bit thinner. Using the same chocolate bronzer that I used for the cheeks and the forehead. Then, Flushing by Napoleon Perdis, which is a peachy pink blush on a big fluffy brush. Just put on the apples of the cheek, so you do like a little weird smirk that I'm doing, and blending that pretty much into the contour, just so it blends completely. Then, MAC Mineralized Skinny Finish in Soft and Gentle with a smaller fluffy brush. Tap that off and then put that on the top of the cheekbones. Now I'm taking MAC Floof, just putting it in the tear duct area of the eye, just to give that little bit of like a light effect in there, which is quite effective if you are going out somewhere. You don't have to do this look if you don't want to. It is optional, but I think it adds something to the look and making it a little bit more exciting. Now I'm just using really quite full lashes for the top lashes. You can use whatever brand you like. I think the full goes with the look a little bit better, but you can wear natural lashes if you don't want your lashes to be too crazy big. Harlot Cosmetics lipstick. I'm using Exposed, which is quite a nice nude colour. Gonna colour in the whole lip first with that exposed colour before going in with the lip liner. So with my lip liner, I'm using Napoleon Perdis Witty in Pink, which is a pink pencil. I'm going to fully outline the lips and also shade them all over as well, just to kind of add a bit more pink to the lip colour. And voila, you are done! Make sure you don't forget to subscribe.